What is up, Sushi Squad? We back again for some more Animal Crossing. Now, for you guys, the series has been kind of regular, right? But for me, this is this is like a week later or something. So a lot has changed, and I'm sorry that I haven't, I'm sorry that we're kind of just skipping, as it were, in the series. Not time skipping, don't worry, we're not gonna end up doing that, much to my dismay. Later on, like when we're moving houses, it takes a day in real life to move it, and I keep saying, well, I'm just gonna time skip that because who cares, right? And then Mariko's like, no, we have to do it legit. So she's keeping me in line, don't worry. Anyways, I got a lot to catch you guys up on. Oh my god, it's exciting stuff, but I am sorry that I haven't really, I've got a couple clips here and we'll talk over them. But the whole thing is that a lot of the game is becoming repetitious and time consuming. Basically this whole game is just a big time sink, time gated, like you're just playing it casually, right? I haven't been able to play it as much, so I literally will just hop on, get a couple things done, hop off, and that's why we've kind of got a big montage of clips to talk about. So speaking of the new neighbor that we ended up recruiting the other day, Ed has finally moved in. We actually have a couple new neighbors. Also, I was visiting Cap, or John's island, my buddy there, and he actually had a meteor shower. So I was finally able to get some footage of what it looks like when a meteor shower is taking place. You literally look up at the stars, spam A like a freak. You can even AFK farm it, and that's it. The next day, you end up going onto the beach, and there's like all these crazy beautiful items that you have to grab that are a rare resource that can craft certain items in the game, which not really the most, but not really like for most items. It's just for very specific ones, which I get to show you guys some of those a little bit later. The whole thing is I literally farmed the entire, there's an achievement in the game for looking at like 200 stars. So I just sat in Cap's world for like an hour or two, and Mariko got really mad because she really wanted to play, not realizing that that is the epic gamer way, is AFK farming, right? So then also we had an NPC show up in the town and wanted us to model some gothic clothes. She gave us a vampire costume, but I already had like a skeleton suit, so I just put that on, and she actually rewarded us with something, I forget what. And then I paid off my loan payment of a small loan of 500,000. Then there was celebrating the plaza being complete. We've still got a lot of celebrations to end up doing in this game, but we just celebrated the plaza, and I thought that that was that one was probably the only one worth mentioning to you guys on camera, just because the rest of them are just gonna kind of be the same thing. And then Mariko ended up getting, she went and talked to Nook, and he gave her like the main story quest. If I talk to Nook, he basically just tells me screw off. But Mariko started Project KK. So essentially what we're doing with that is we're beautifying the island, as it were. We gotta bring resins, we gotta put flowers down, we gotta just basically make the place look awesome as we can. And then KK, the dog singer dude, is gonna show up on our island and do like a concert. And apparently that's like, once you've done that, I think that's when the single player, that's as far as the main campaign ends. But obviously we're gonna keep playing into that, because that'll give us, I think that gives us the terraforming tool, so we can finally put down path blocks and stuff, because Mariko and I have been itching to be able to change the terrain, and I'll show you guys why in a bit, because we got to tour the island. A lot has happened. Mariko also has the ability, speaking of which, to place down homes now, because of what I mentioned earlier. So now as soon as a home is placed down, we can either get a random resident to show up through the camp, or we can go and visit random islands and find residents to show up. Speaking of which, Mariko ended up actually finding a scorpion island. Like an actual full-on scorpion island. She's been to a bamboo island, which is very good for farming scorpions because there's no water anywhere. But the scorpion island, legit, is like one of the rarest islands in the game. Scorpion island, tarantula island, whatever. It depends on the season, which bug it is. But it was insane. Like, she was able to max out her inventory of scorpions so quick. I haven't had any time to go to islands at all. I wish I could, but I've been busy with trove stuff, man. But then there was also a new neighbor we got brought over from that. Oh, also, I unlocked a whole bunch of different things to customize our home because I paid off another loan, another small loan of like over $1 million. Because we made like $8 million off of the turnips that we bought last time. I'm sorry I didn't get that on camera. I wish I did now. But anyways, moving on to some important things. I ended up visiting a couple friends' islands, Pickles Island. He showed me this, which I thought was so cool. He said he found this on the Reddit, which it's such a cool trick that Mariko and I can't wait to use, where you basically, there's a cloud floor in the game where it's animated smoke. And then you end up using custom flooring that other people create or yourselves, and you literally just place that down on the ground so that it goes on top of the smoke. But then the smoke VFX still comes through the ground, and it creates this sort of misty, you know, misty, like, washroom or sauna type of deal going on, right? And then I also visited my friend Atticus. He's been tweeting a lot of stuff just on his Twitter about playing Animal Crossing, but it only just hit me recently. Why didn't I add him and play with him? So I ended up joining his island, and he had like a whole bunch of stuff to give me and a beautiful like flower garden. That's all he had. The thing that I find so surprising is I've visited so many people's islands, and I don't mean any offense, but their islands all kind of suck. I hate to sound like a jerk, but what I mean by that is literally Merc's island is the only one that we've seen where he's actually got like a plan, you know? I mean, granted, that freak's got like over 300 hours in the game, and he actually has like all of the tools for laying down paths and stuff like that. But everybody else's island I've seen has just been kind of, here's a house, here's another house. I mean, maybe they're not try-harding this game as much as me and Mariko are. I'm not kidding. Mariko is addicted to this game. Every time I talk to her, there's like a whole bunch of new things she updates me on. Speaking of which, we also caught the other day that KK is already coming to the island. We did it. That means that we got our island to be a 5-star rated island already. I don't know how the hell we ended up doing that, but anyways, let's get to the actual game here. Now I gotta show you guys the fruits of our labors. We have non-stop just been building, mostly Mariko. I have been, like I said, I've been busy doing other stuff, guys. But I've been really wanting to. The other day I dedicated like a couple hours in the middle of the night. I just went through like kind of cleaning things up on the island. Mariko and I both have been doing it as well. But you can see, here's my new house. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? We finally got like, oh man, I'm so stoked about this. Not only did we finally end up getting to cosmetically change our house to what I wanted, but we finally got the Zen walls. Those are in. Ignore these blocks. If you see them on the ground, these are literally us just leaving them down to mark where we're going to add paths later. But we can move our mailbox to the front here, which is cool. We got our gong from Merc. We got our little sauna thing and our cool bamboo, whatever that is. I don't know how the water is coming out of nothing, but cool. Don't tell Mariko, but I stole this chair. Gee, okay, I gotta put some context to this. She had it all the way up here because we moved all of our bamboo up here, right? And later on we're gonna, like, this sign is literally showing, like, later on we're gonna tear through here so that we have an easy way of getting to Red's ship when he visits. But I ended up crafting this well, and I threw it here instead. I felt it was a lot more appropriate than the bamboo bench because it was really hidden. So I stole the bamboo bench and I put the well there instead. I didn't hear any complaints from her, so I don't think she noticed. Nobody tell her. We still got our fake statue here from Red as well. Red did visit the other day. I didn't get a clip of it, but we did buy more pieces of art from him. The whole thing with this game is it's one of those games where once I record something for the first time, I don't personally feel the need to record something similar to it again. So that's why, like you see at the beginning of the game, we're recording every little thing one at a time. And then now that we're a lot further, we're literally skipping days of me just recording cute little clips and stuff like that, right? So we got a clothing rack. We got a drying rack here. This is actually like, we used one of these while we were in Japan too. kind of epic, actually. Here, let me show you the house before I end up showing you anything that we've done with the island. I'm actually really excited to show you guys because we got a fully maxed out. Oh, sweet Jesus. I keep forgetting I have that catfish there. I have him looking at the camera because look at that. That is just the stuff of nightmares, dude. Like, look at him. He's... I, for the longest time, I had him sitting in the middle of my room, and he kept scaring the crap out of me anytime I'd come in, because I leave the lights off on purpose so that he's, like, terrifying. But anyways, Mama, look at our main room. I got this umbrella, which looks kind of girly and frilly, but it's a chic one, and it's purple, so I had to get it. I also didn't notice this. Like, there's so many nice little details about this game. So... the songs that are playing out of this sound system are actually higher quality than stuff that you might hear out of a crummier sound system. So we have like this, you know, we have the skulls all over. You'll see those in a bit. And, well, I can show you guys my bedroom before we talk about the main room there. But we have these radio skulls all over, and I can literally be playing the same song out of them, and the quality is just less. So here's my bedroom now. I don't particularly like this bed. I just like the fact that it's a double bed because I crafted one for Mariko and I saw her rolling around and it looked fun. So I wanted to kind of open up my bedroom. We got our proper shoji walls, tatami floors. Jub Jub and Buzz Buzz are trying to complete this puzzle. And then this is representative of our cat Cloud, who is like 20 years old or something like that. I still got my, I don't know if I showed you guys this, probably, it's been a while, but I got food, I got coffee or hot cocoa sitting there, and then we got a hamster! I gotta tell you guys, like, nobody knows about this for some reason. It's only me, and I've shown Mariko, and she's like obsessed with it as well. One of the most entertaining, yes! That right there is one of the most entertaining things in the world to me. I love going to the pet store, and like in the, you know, the latest you can go to the pet store, the better, because hamsters are nocturnal. I love watching them run around on the hamster wheel. It's so cute. It's so hilarious. And they're so stupid. Because my favorite is when the hamster is gunning it, and then for fun they grab onto the wheel for dear life, and then they start spinning around with the wheel, and it's like, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. We were trying to find it on the internet, but nobody has recorded it. It's an untapped market. I guess I could capitalize on it, but it's just so, like, so adorable, dude. So anyways, the skull song right here would be lower quality than the song in the other room. And I got a lava lamp. I've seen this in other people's homes, but I only just recently ended up getting one for myself. A lot of this stuff we've been either shooting down from packages or what have you. So I'm actually pretty proud of this room. I mean, it's kind of a mess still, but it does look a little bit better for what we've got going with it. This train set is from Merc. It is absolutely adorable. I actually loved, like, there was like train toys that I always wanted as a kid, but we could never afford it. I'm a grown-ass man now, though, so there's no way I'm going to do something like that. But Pickle also sent me this, which I just like this because it reminds me of, like, Japan, because there's, like, the pachinko arcades and stuff like that. This chair is just placeholder until we get a better one for this spot. Then there's this weird little train chest. I don't know. I also put... remember how I had this as our flag before? I just put it in our room here just because it made more sense. Also, we got a cuckoo clock. Mariko is able to craft this Apple TV, which there's nothing on TV right now just because it's so early in the morning. On this side, you see we got our cork board. We've got our exit sign and stuff still sitting there. The fish is just staring at the wall, which is what it deserves. And then I still got my old hat. Oh, I didn't even notice I still had that thing back there, the reward or whatever. Yeah. So then this is the kitchen. It's gone through quite a few iterations, but I'm quite happy with what it is right now. Just for what we have, you know. It's kind of quaint. It kind of looks good. And, you know, we had some cushions in our store the other day, which is literally the only thing that feels appropriate for this oven right here. And then we got a thing for steam buns. We got... a red fridge. Ugh. Yawn. Give me another color fridge, please. And then apparently this oven right here, this is actually a rice cooker. So I had a rice cooker, like a modern one, sitting like right beside it, and then Mariko like was complaining to me like, you have 2 rice cookers? And it was like, cringe. That's not the point, babe. She didn't understand my big brain of more rice the better. So I felt bad, and I removed the other rice cooker, and we kept this old ancient one just because it looks cool. I got a modern telephone too. And then we got some more coffee. We got a spice rack over there, and yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Also, the other type of shoji doors, whatever. And then we also have my washroom, which is a work in progress. But I left some funny stuff here that you guys can decide for yourselves. I'm sorry, I know. I know. There's something wrong with me. Also, the old wonky tonk music as well, bathrobe, that I found. I'm probably gonna steal this light later because I'm trying to kind of, if there's enough items in the game to do it, I want to build like my YouTube setup as close as I can anyways. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be pretty fantastical because we're talking about Animal Crossing here. So you can see right here, like this is kind of like my recording room, right? So if I had like the ability to have like a whole room to myself for recording, and then instead of having a green screen behind me, I have all the cool stuff behind me. So all of my custom merch that I made in the game, but let's just pretend that it's merch that I have in real life. And then like the Switch is here, and this is kind of like where I would be recording. And that's why they have the camera right there. But I mean, I don't have a tiny camera in the game, so I might have to kind of shift everything over just to get it to fit, or maybe I'll have to move it all up here. I don't know, because this is like pretty much representing my face cam to the best of its ability, right? You just gotta use your imagination. Here's that bamboo lamp, by the way. I really like the way that this thing looks. I kind of want one in real life. The astronaut suit was insanely expensive. I thought it was going to be a costume for me, but it wasn't. It's just a crafting recipe, and it's just an item I put down, and I don't like it. And then I made my own, like, my silver play button, kind of. I mean, it's not really silver, but it's not like you can get that emulated in a picture frame in this game. But hey, there you go. Of course, my real silver play button was when I got to 100k subscribers, and it just says Scythe Plays on it. I can't for the life of me get my channel, my YouTube channel, re-verified since I've changed my username on YouTube. And then here we can change our wardrobe. We got a safe. We got our rice cooker. We got our good old Godzilla just chilling right here. Come on, do it. Yas! It's beautiful. And then tissues in case the pollen shows up and I have a sneeze attack. And then we got the basement. I mean, my God, we're only looking at my house here, and then there's still so much more to do on the island. My basement's kind of a work in progress as well, but it's kind of turning out. I'm turning it into a jam space / gym, right? And so I got a lot of the KK songs on the wall. These are the ones that I don't particularly like, because otherwise I really like all of these ones. They're actually really good even just to listen to. So yeah, and you can kind of like mess with some of the instruments. We can use the punching bag. I might gradually move a lot of the weight training stuff outside, because I think I would rather have like a jam space, just because I used to be a musician. I don't really identify with that anymore, but kind of low-key have been craving playing the keyboard again, but not really any room to set it up, and I'm busy playing video games. So we still gotta move this stupid shop. I want it out of my face. And then down here we've got like, this is, you know, a little kid's place, whatever, a little park. Over here I'm slowly working on, like, I don't know, I kind of just use this for storing turnips. And then generally we've put a lot more flowers all over. I guess I'll just kind of run through it and you guys can see what's what. I don't know what's going on with my frames right now. Very weird. But we got all these flowers here. We finally got our first set of black roses. So the point is, if you get 2 black roses to breed, you have to combine 2 red to get a black. And then if we get 2 black roses to breed with a gold watering can, we can get gold roses. And I just want them because they're pretty. I sincerely don't know. I hope that this frame rate thing is just on my end and not for you guys in the recording. So here's Ed's house. Mariko set it up and kind of has been beautifying most of the houses, which I like the fact that she put hay here. It's very appropriate because he's a horse. We've had this little beach area for a while. And then you can see, again, these path blocks, right? So down here's still our airport. Up there is just the plaza. Over here, we've got 2 neighbors. This is still Sylvia. And then here is T-Bone. He's like an ox, so it's a hilarious name. At first, we thought he was cool, and then we realized he's an old man because he's talking about arthritis, so I gave him a bench. Because otherwise, originally, I had the pull-up bar. Fun fact, Samson is a dick. I don't like him anymore, dude. Like, seriously, the stories that we can tell you about all these characters. Like, here's Samson. I don't like you, Samson. You suck. Wait a minute, here. You suck, Samson. He's such a dick. Like, early on in the game, I gave him a pull-up bar because he's talking about working out, right? He literally, like, gave that pull-up bar back to Mariko, like, just sneaking under my breath. Not even, you know? I gave him that Konnichiwa shirt a while ago. He wore it, like, one day, and then he threw it in the garbage. Like, he's such an asshole, man. So, long story short, he is not my best friend. Not to mention, he's always undermining everybody. He always opens with, hey, pipsqueak. Like, it's like, dude, come on. I thought we were workout buddies. I don't even know what I just did there, but we completed some final objective. But here's the thing. Mariko ended up finding us a new neighbor, and he's actually awesome. He's like an eagle. He's badass, and he's always talking about working out too. So he's my new workout buddy, and Samson can go screw, okay? Here we've got the museum, which I guess we gotta go through the museum sooner or later, don't we? Not in today's video because we got too much to already show you. So this is going to end up being a backyard for these guys. But for right now, we're probably just going to use it for turnip storage. I literally have like 20 minutes before the day rolls over. And then I'll be able to buy some turnips. This is a low-key flower garden. And then we've got so much more bridges and platforms. Our goal is kind of like make it so that we don't have to use our tools to end up navigating through the island. You know? This is a bear. I don't like him. He's not cute at all. Like, we only like the residents that are cute. So this bear just randomly moved in, but I gave him a bunch of hardware just because it seemed like it made sense. And then this is our elephant dude. I think you guys have seen him in the videos before. He's wearing like a superhero outfit. I've never liked him since day one. I want him to leave, but I don't have the heart to tell him to leave. Apple, my girlfriend, my in-game girlfriend, she wanted to leave the island. And she's the only character that all of us love. Like, Mariko and I both like her. She's doing her anime runs and stuff. She's so cute, dude. And she's a hamster. Remember my statement earlier? That's why we like her so much. So up here's Mariko's home. I made this for her. It was really, really expensive. So she's got her home up here. We're waiting. She can't wait for the terraforming so that we can move this out and give her a little bit more space. But I'll show you guys what she's got set up before we end up walking through the rest of the island. There's not really that much left, and then I'm just gonna get busy with like daily chores and stuff. And this will be, oh man, she's got 2 hamsters. They're both running in tandem at the same time. That's so cute. I haven't seen this since she changed all of this. That rocking chair is a little too close to the wall, so guess what? She's gonna bash into things. She also set up her camera to overlook the entire room because the last time that, you know, she left her doors unlocked on this island, somebody stole a bunch of her books. It wasn't me. And then she reset her camera. I actually haven't seen any of this. I didn't know she had a tub. I think she did show me most of this, but I didn't know she had all these things. She's got to give them to me. The other thing too that I've been taught is 2 big things, guys. So as long as you have an item in your inventory at one point, it counts as you've owned it once. So you can actually continuously order said item in the Nook catalog. So if Mariko, for example, lets me pick up this tub, then she could just go right back to putting it in her washroom, but I'll be able to order one myself online without us having to kind of share and ping pong back and forth. Obviously, it doesn't affect us, you know, getting different recipes, but as far as owning different items and being able to order them, you can't order everything, but it's really, really handy. Another low-key thing that we've heard as a rumor that I've been slowly working on is apparently after you've bought 500 individual things from the Nook store, not Nook Miles and not Timmy and Tommy's shop, I'm talking about the online store, you have to have bought 100 unique items. Well, not unique items, just 100 different items. You can only order 5 a day, so it's like 20 days or something like that of ordering max amount every single time. But apparently then you'll end up getting a phone app, so you can just use it to order stuff online rather than going all the way to the plaza. This is very adorable. I really like this. That oven too just looked great, dude. I love too, I keep joking about this with her, how she keeps on putting her microwave on top of the fridge, and it's like there's no possible way for anyone to reach it, like let alone in real life. Like, she's so like short, which works for me because she's cute because of how short she is. I love her height because I look down on her, and it helps with my ego. And then, you know, over here, I think this is still her bedroom. Did she have an attic? I didn't even notice. Whoa! She's got so many more things. So she's got this creepy bamboo doll I made for her a long time ago is inside to haunt her dreams. I didn't know she had one of these things for scent, whatever that is. I also found a nail kit. So she's a nail tech. That's her job in real life. So she really appreciated that item. She's still keeping the #1 shirt. Nice. And then she's got a sewing kit. I want the modern sewing thing. I only have like the stupid old woman one. Does she actually? No, she doesn't have the attic yet. So that probably is gonna happen as the day rolls over. We both got super duper rich after our last turnip venture. So now I only have like 1 loan left on my house, and then I think it's just completely maxed out. And then other than that, like I don't know if I want to ever buy turnips again because I kind of hate doing it. So I kind of set this up as separated into now it's these different trees. So this is kind of gonna end up being like the forest area, I guess, right? And then we really wanted to set up like bridges across these rivers, but you can't unless the island permits it. Like, it has to be set up in a very specific way. This is kind of a camp area, low key. Over here is Apple, and then that should be the cool buff eagle, so I hope he doesn't steal my girlfriend away, Ricardo style. We also got a ramp building up here, and then another ramp building up here. As soon as the island asked us to plant down flowers, Mariko and I went insane, because when we were getting our island maxed out for KK, Isabel will constantly update you on what you can do to improve the island aesthetically. Oh god. I just realized, oh god, we got 5 minutes left. I didn't pay off that ramp. And if I don't pay off that ramp, we have to wait a whole other day. So give me a second here, gamers, because I got to get my money out. Oh my god. But yeah, Isabel will constantly update you on the items. Yes, I have $4 million. Isabel will constantly update you on the items or things that you can do to improve the island. And she was yelling at, like, we got to like 3 stars, and then she was yelling at us, plant more flowers. So we just went to town. And then suddenly when Mariko came and talked to Nook, it was like, oh, you've already got it complete. My ideal goal, like, I'm fine with using the pogo stick to go over the water, but so help me, I don't like, neither Mariko and I like using the ladder. It's just not really, I don't know. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so these are really expensive, these ramps, dude. Like, seriously, it drains so much money. So, it's a good thing I caught this. I mean, with Mariko, like, we've both been kind of paying them off. But this is where I think, like, after this next turnip venture, I should have enough money to pay off my loan. And then anything extra, I can just end up using towards, like, upgrading the island and stuff like that. Woo! That was a close one. So continuing from the stairs by my place, as we keep going over here, I actually really like this area. This is probably one of my favorite areas on the island. There's just something about it, like the way that the houses line up. And when we end up getting some passing blocks through here, it's going to be quite beautiful. We're really excited for all that stuff. And then anyways, 2 more neighbor houses. And there you go. We're back to square one. Yeah, I didn't even have enough time. Like, that's the thing. I haven't even had enough time to, like, go through the island gathering our daily resources and stuff. Like, the other low-key thing that Mariko and I have been working on is getting rid of all the normal trees. We're trying to make it so that all we've got is fruit trees. Because, as far as we're concerned, normal trees are useless. So, I know that sounds wrong. Anyways, let's catch this last fish before the day rolls over and this video gets even longer. Get over here, you jerk. The other thing, too, that I noticed... Hold on. Aha. If I listen to the sound cue, I can get it almost every time. Koi fish! Good morning, everyone. Right now, Don, yeah. For today's announcements, we have a new friend on our island. Welcome to Goose. Oh, yes, he's a goose. He's not an eagle. Untitled Goose Game for the win, dude. We got him as a neighbor. I'm sure you'll enjoy the island life here. That's all for today. Oh. Apparently, the KK concerts are, like, every Saturday or something. That's what Mariko was saying. So, that means, as far as me, we gotta wait a week. Anyways, let me see if I can end up finding... Oh, I got mail. Oh, I keep forgetting, too. I wanted to show you guys this. Like, look at this. Seriously, thank you to everybody who's been sending me stuff. Like, geez Louise. So we got stuff from John is Cap, Nathan's Merc. Mariko sent us some stuff, but now lately we just order things ourselves and then just deliver it to each other's doorstep. Pickle has been sending me a whole bunch of his, like, garbage just because he wants to get that 100 order list. So rude. No, not really. So, anyway, we got the Moody song. Whoopsie daisy. Clothesline pole. All right, I'll take it. Garbage bin. Most of these, I think, menu chalkboard. Yeah, most of these I was grabbing for other people's houses, just because I'm trying to kind of fill up our inventory as well. 88,000 points. Rank A. You're getting quite good at this. You just topped 30,000 points. So we're sending along a little something special. Rank A, excuse me? I think I'm rank S. That's what I got last time. What are they talking about? Do I gotta fill my house with garbage to make them happy? Like, geez Louise. Silver. Oh, the Home House Award plaque or whatever. Okay, yeah, whatever. And then unfortunately, we won't get to check any of the shops today, gamers, just because, you know, that's literally like hours from now, and I don't know if I'm going to be awake because as I'm recording this, anyways, it's going into Mother's Day, so I don't want to be up too late. Okay, I'll put this in the hole here. Another money tree. So I'm probably just recording this, going to bed, and obviously bringing the Switch with me so that I can play more. It's such an addicting game, guys. Like, if any of you are watching, I highly recommend this game. I didn't think that I would like it as much as I have been, but it's so good, dude. And especially, I love the fact that, like, I'm playing it with Mariko. Like, it's a very casual game, casual-friendly game. Like, there's barely any games that my girlfriend's actually interested in. She's not an epic gamer like, you know, her boyfriend is. But, yeah, so... we only really get to play like side-scrolling games and stuff because any game where she has to control 2 joysticks she finds confusing, which apparently is very common among Japanese gamers. Did I see? Oh, yeah, the homeless people keep moving in here. I'm trying to find them, but I just can't. Oh, look, how much you want to bet that's a sea bass? Yup, it's a sea bass, all right. Aha, there you are, you freak. Oh god, I can't wait to go broke buying turnips and then selling them again. That's gonna be so fun. I seriously hate visiting other people's islands. It takes so long. It takes so long, dude. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching, gamers. Really appreciate it. Sincerely, I appreciate the support we've been getting on this series, guys, because obviously it's not going to be the most popular series or anything, but I really do enjoy this game. If there was anything that I think I could improve on with this series, it's just when I record is kind of like usually in real life, the times that I record are like really early in the morning or really late at night because then it's quiet in my house. Obviously doesn't work with a game like this. Yeah, but the best thing that I would love to do with you guys is share all the crazy stories about all these people so that you have a face to go with what we've been experiencing. But anyways, I'm going to actually see if I can trap her. There you go. You ain't going nowhere, Peachy. All right, so originally the episode was going to end there with a final episode coming afterwards because essentially Mariko and I have beaten the game, But I'll talk about all of that in the next segment here, because I decided to splice both these videos together so that you guys are just getting a longer experience, but it means that I only have to upload one video instead of two. So I hope you enjoy. Keep in mind that because these were originally intended to be two separate videos, some of the stuff that I say might be out of context, where I'm talking as if the episode is ending or introducing something that I already introduced in the other clip. Just food for thought. Scyushi Squad, assemble. This is going to be the final episode of Animal Crossing, gamers. I'm just saying it right here, right now, because of many factors. The big reason being we pretty much beat the game. I haven't had nearly as much time to play this game as much. Mariko's been continuously playing it every day, but lately I've just been on such awkward shifts in real life where I get on the game like maybe once for like an hour or two, and then that's all the time that I have, and then otherwise I'm dedicating my time to actually like recording and doing other stuff. Not to mention, as you may or may not have seen throughout this series, obviously this has been a really fun experience for sure, and I still strongly recommend this game for anybody that wants to just know life it, and it's so relaxing and just fun to play. But you know, as I'm recording this, like, you guys may have noticed that the episodes are, you know, like, the content is kind of like over the course of a week, and even then it still ends up being dated at times, just because it takes me that long to get these videos edited and ready for you guys. So what we're going to be doing today essentially is a huge montage of everything ending, and then I'll end up going into the game and show you guys what we've actually accomplished, because we finally have the landscaping tools. So you know, the island and the gameplay from this point on, from this episode, isn't going to change that much. Obviously, you know, Mariko and I are going to continue playing this game, but there's no reason to really record it. Plus, I'm going to end up being busy. You know, even by the time this episode is out, we've probably already got like a bunch of other games that are starting running on the channel, and I'm just going to end up being very busy with them. So anyways, hopefully that's, you know, hopefully this is a series that you guys and gals have enjoyed. Otherwise, let me get these clips ready for you. So first and foremost, we've got a new neighbor. We've actually got quite a few new neighbors, but this one in particular I was really excited about, because he is Goose. He is Untitled Goose Game as far as I'm concerned, and he is buff. Plus, you guys have may or may not have noticed that Samson and I, that's our mouse neighbor who's also a workout buddy of mine, have kind of been growing apart. After I ended up giving him a pull-up bar, and he literally just gave that to Mariko. Like, that's just rude, you know? So since then, I haven't liked Samson. Low-key kind of hate him. And then we ended up getting Goose to move in. He's much more pleasant. So then the other thing, too, is we ended up buying, like, I had, like, maybe 2 mil or something like that in bills. And I spent all of that just buying turnips, because I never wanted to do it again. Like, buying and selling turnips is very, very tedious. I don't know what is wrong with Nintendo. You spend more time in loading screens than you do actually selling the turnips. So I wanted to get that completely done so that I never had to do it again. Anyways, we finally had KK visit our island, which was kind of sad because he basically played the Animal Crossing theme song, and that was it. It ended up playing the credits. So technically we've already beaten the game, but there is so much more to the game now, because now we have the landscaping tool. We were able to buy that with Nuke Miles, so we can basically terraform the entire island. We can lift terrain, lower terrain, add rivers, destroy rivers, place down path blocks. There's also custom path blocks as well, which we haven't really messed with too much. We've just been using the default stuff. Path blocks don't work as well as I would like them to, because some of them, like, they don't connect very well unless it's all just the same uniform path, which is kind of lame. So I don't know. And then I ended up going and visiting Merc's Island just for kicks. Obviously I can't end up showing you guys too much of it, just because otherwise we'll be here all day. But he has, you remember when we visited his island back in the day? He completely changed it. Like, this guy is a freak. I can't believe how much Merc loves Animal Crossing. Not only to the point where he just spends so much time, like, building and just playing the game casually in the first place. Pardon me. But on top of that, his island has gone through so many iterations, it almost looks completely different, save for a couple select locations. And it's like, why? I guess if you want to just build, like, you know, even on Trove, whenever I would play it with him and stuff, like, him and I both really like building, and he really got into it, dude, for a longest time. I mean, to be fair, I used to build a lot more back when, I don't know, when it was a bit more interesting, or when I just had my focus a little bit more on like one project. You know, as of right now, I have my Terraria series running, and I've been building like heck on that, so I haven't had as much time to build on other games. I don't know, but anyways, we ended up also finally kicking Big Top off our island, which was actually really sad. So Big Top was the elephant. You guys probably saw him in passing. It's not like he stood out or anything like that. He was an elephant that looked like a superhero, and he called everyone a villain. I didn't like him. I mean, Mariko and I didn't really like him. Me especially, I didn't like him. I thought he was a loser. And no losers on our island, right? But God, they made it sad when we kicked him off the island. Like, he was almost crying, dude. It made me feel horrible. So anyways, then CJ ended up visiting our island. Apparently there's two people we haven't seen visit our island yet. CJ is one of them, and the other one is, I don't even know who. But there's an NPC that can visit where you can sell bugs to them for a lot more. CJ is the one where we can sell fish for a lot more. And we can also create replicas of fish and things that we've caught, so long as we bring him 3 of said items. So I ended up making a bunch of, like a frog, which you'll see in a bit. Unfortunately, we can only ask for 1 item at a time, which sucks, because I should have got a catfish, because that thing's terrifying. But I didn't have 3 catfish, so I couldn't do that. He also gave us kind of a mini quest of going and gathering a certain amount of fish within a certain time frame in a certain order or something like that. It was actually pretty cool, you know, nice. Like, that's the thing. This game needs to have a lot more mini games, you know? So, then also, this was fun. I ended up getting basically like a pitfall block from Cap when I think I got it from Cap. No, I got it from Merc, actually. I visited Cap, but I got the item from Merc. I set it up in front of Mariko's house, and I did record her reaction of it, which was not cool, not as exciting as I thought it would be, but I mean, here, check it out.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! Money, 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 money,
Yeah.
money, money, money.
Aha!
That
was it.
And why
I was hoping you would have freaked out more than that. Wasn't that fun? I thought she would freak out, dude, but she didn't. So, on top of that, kicking Big Top out, the big reason why we wanted to do it was we wanted to get somebody else who would be kind of cute. And we got Freckles, and he is adorable. And then next to that, we had Donkey Kong visit our island. Then we had KK visit randomly on... he apparently visits every Saturday now, and you can like request songs from him. There's lots of secret songs that he can play. I think he gives you like a copy of the song as well. I'm not exactly sure, but it seems like he might actually be visiting us today, because I'm recording this on a Saturday as well. There was also a new event started where we can collect stamps at the museum every day, and then you'll basically get like a bunch of trophies that you can hang on the wall. And I just keep getting them from the museum because it's a very easy gift that I can give to the neighbors. Alright, let's get into the main game here, boys, so that I can show you guys what we've been doing. I'm assuming Isabel is, yeah, nothing to report. I don't know why, like, Isabel sucks. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Like, we have KK visiting our island, and she doesn't think that that's news. Like, she should really be reporting on any, like, whatever the daily occurrence is, right? What the heck? Oh, right. Last time I was on, I got, like, sand armor, and then I changed to, like, blue hair, which, nope. I'm getting rid of that right now, because that is just disgusting. And in the meantime, I can show you guys the house. Nothing's changed. Go figure. These items are just, like, cool items that I have and want to, like, place around the house, but I keep forgetting to. I didn't even know there was a protein shake. Cap sent me that one. Thank you, Cap, because that's something that I use in real life. I legit don't think that I've changed anything with my house that you guys would be like, oh, this is crazy. Like, I just kind of changed this around a little bit, but I didn't really like move or make anything look cooler, right? I think like I slightly changed it, and I mean, I guess we'll go through it just because this is probably gonna, like I said, this is gonna be the last episode. I was gonna say probably, but it's like, of course it's the last episode. I love this little tea set, by the way, and our red fridge kind of works because now we've got that red wall thing. The washroom's a lot better. This is significantly different, especially because Mariko ended up giving me one of these bathtubs, which I think is adorable. Oh, and I guess I could also show all of the outfits that I've gotten thus far. We've slowly accumulated quite a bit. In fact, okay, I do actually have a very special outfit I want to show you guys just because I'm quite proud of it. But it's on my, like, wand. Either way, it just slowly been collecting stuff. Most of it's quite ridiculous. I also got, like, all of the, a bunch of the samurai helmets as well, so I'm still missing the samurai pants? Maybe there was boots? I honestly forget. But there's so many, like, weird things in this game, dude. Seriously. Where is... Do I not have the goatee on me? Maybe I have it like in my inventory or something. Also, I'm hoping that it's not going to end up making that big of a difference, but for some weird reason, like my light over here, it just keeps like dimming slightly, so hopefully it's not going to be like super duper awful. I like this because it reminds me of Zelda. Same with this. But we're not going to wear either of those. We're going to rock some custom clothes. That's why that's why I'm not bothering with a shirt or anything like that. I ended up getting Mariko, this didn't really work, but she's big into Sailor Moon, just like I am with Dragon Ball pretty much. There's also like a Sephiroth outfit and like a Tifa outfit and then a Samurai or the Saiyan set and then the Sailor Moon thing. I don't know. Apparently the Sailor Moon stuff doesn't really look too cool. That's what Mariko said. And I personally hate the way that Sephiroth outfit looks just because it doesn't really work in this game, you know what I mean? Which sucks, because Sephiroth is, like, the best. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to get to check our store today, but here's the basement. It's coming along quite a bit, right? This bookshelf was super expensive because I had to keep ordering books, and you can only order 5 a day because some idiot thought that was a good idea. Oh, yeah, this giant piano. It was in Cap's store, and come to think of it, I think he actually ordered it or bought it for me. And then he sent it to me, so I still gotta like pay everybody back. Like, that's the thing. I mean, I keep playing this game, it's just that I'm not gonna record it as much, and more so I'm gonna be watching Mariko play it than myself playing it. So those on the wall right there, those are the plaques that you get from the museum. I kind of set up my YouTube thing a little bit more. This is just a kimono, but it's the closest I can get to having like a background green screen type of deal. Like, this is kind of, I don't know, it's the closest we can get. Okay. Also, I didn't know that Celeste, Blathers' brother, Blathers' sister, rather, whenever she visits, she always gives you new recipes that are related to shooting stars and stuff. Funny enough, we haven't had any shooting stars on our island, which we should have by all logic, just because, yeah. So here's our robber outfit. The good old days of robbing are gone. We haven't had our chance to do it. Then there's social distancing. Like, that's the thing. With the montage that we have at the beginning of the video, I'm kind of burnt out to actually, like, rob stuff. Merc sent me this helmet, which I thought was really, really dope, and I mixed it with the vampire outfit as well. It doesn't really look the best, but, I mean, it's the closest we can get to my logo type of thing. This is Gam Gam. I just made this because it's stupid, and it makes Mariko laugh every time. This is my Mario Odyssey suit. Also with the, crown, which this crown is literally like 1.2 million, so we rich now, son. I don't know what this is, but Mariko said that it's Himes, so, or Him, I don't know, I might be saying it wrong. And then I got a Kappa Green Ranger outfit. We have this so that Mariko and I can be matchy-matchy, because she's got like a pink one. And then Tom Cruise, because The Last Samurai. Mariko hates that movie just because of everything that it stands for, but I like it because I like Tom Cruise. So anyways, we changed up the yard a little bit, most of all just the path blocks and stuff. Oh god, all these trees have grown in. Alright, give me money. Fine. And our island is pretty much like everything that we wanted to do on it is pretty much done. you know? Like, we've got like all the ramps and all the pathing that we wanted. So here I've got like my little shrine. We got a mic in front of the statue here because it feels more appropriate to put it there than in my own workstation. This, Merc sent me one of these. I love this thing. And I'm very disappointed with the duplicate frog that CJ gave us because I thought it would just be a frog I could put on the ground, not a stupid frog sitting on a platform on a lily pad. Like, okay. I also added a river over here, which I think adds a lot more flow to it. I like having kind of nature with my builds. Yeah. We'll check our mail in a bit. Oh yeah, we got this doghouse too. And when we waggle it around, we can see Jub Jub inside being angers with Buzz Buzz. This, I still want to change to like a big picnic area, but I haven't really dedicated much time or effort into it. Oh, and then we also got all these lakes. We purposely made it so that we can jump over them. Slowly kind of optimizing where Mariko and I end up traveling a lot because we don't like swapping our tools very often just because it essentially is just wasting time. So Apple still lives on our right. Goose lives in here. I guess I'll go up here so I can show you guys. We got the Sen Bridge right up here, which is beautiful. I love it. And then Mariko's place, which hasn't really changed that much, even though we actually have the landscaping tool and stuff. I think she's, by the looks of things, she might have given herself a little bit more space, but she didn't pull the mountain out as much as I thought that she would. She made this Heart Lake, and then we kind of made this go into kind of the wilderness. So this area is not really refined. We haven't really done that much with it outside of just the cypress trees. We moved our campsite over here with some more camping related stuff. These stairs will go back down to my place, but first we got another bridge over here that goes behind Apple's right here. Yeah, see how everything's all coming together? Which that's the nice thing, is just the flow of the island is really, really good now. So we got stairs up here to a shrine that Mariko made. And then back here, we actually have a ramp that goes to Red if he ever visits. You can sneak through here to get to the Hoboat Sands. We should really clean that up because Isabel keeps yelling at us that there's garbage all over the ground. Here we've got a neighbor called Naomi. Neither Mariko and I like her. We want to replace her as soon as we can. Over here we have, I call her Bloop, but she's like the hippo lady. But see what I mean about the path blocks like not combining correctly? The little uggles, you know. It's not the, I don't know. It's not awful, but it's not the best. There is nothing up there on that beach. We moved our shops though. We got the clothing shop sitting right here, and then we've got Nook's Cranny sitting right here, which we're still waiting to upgrade our Nook's Cranny. Apparently, to upgrade Nook's Cranny, you have to have the store for 30 days, which, check that off the box. The problem is that we have to have spent 250,000 bells on items. But honestly speaking, most of the items in Nook's Cranny are only like 1,000 a piece, and most of them sucks, so we haven't been buying a lot of them. The craziest thing about this game is that we've got like my friend Merc, who's got well over 300 hours in this game, and he comes to my island and he's seeing things that he's never seen before. Same thing with if I ever end up visiting him or any of my friends or anything like that. They've got tons of things that I've never seen. But one thing that I kind of have noticed is I think that the game wants you to go out to other people's islands a lot more, because Mariko and I, for instance, have been seeing the same stuff on our island repeat a lot. And that's kind of another big reason why I haven't been playing it as much, because it's like I pretty much just log in, check the stores, find out it's all trash, and then I leave, you know? It's not really that inspiring to keep coming back for more. Anyways, fish shop, it doesn't matter. This still needs refined like crazy. Like, this thing sucks, but we've got like all these kid toys and stuff. It's just, it's a playground, but we haven't like fixed it. We gotta replace this bridge. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that crap. Mariko changed all of this. We had a big fight about it. I'm not kidding. Mariko and I, like, low-key, we get so frustrated whenever the other person, like, changes things, because we both think that the island is our own. So over here's my rose garden. We have one set of gold roses. This is thanks to Merc, because in order to be able to get gold roses, you gotta get black roses. You get those by combining red roses. But the only way to get a gold rose is you gotta have the gold watering can, and the only way you get a gold watering can is by having your island at a 5-star rating, which we do not have yet. So Merc came over and he watered them, and luckily we ended up getting one. Thankfully it's raining, so I don't have to like water anything. Here's KK. I don't really care. I don't know if this has changed since the last time you guys saw, but we still got T-Bone over here. We got Sylvia over here. I think, yeah, we got a little beach area over here. Not really anything super duper crazy. And then Mariko's flower garden, which is quite tranquil and beautiful, if I do say. We kind of combined our efforts and did this. She did all the flowering. I just ended up adding this cliff side here because I really wanted to kind of have it as like the big centerpiece, and then Mariko's kind of been tweaking and changing everything, making it better and better, and it's coming along. So this is where our campsite used to be. I see that Mariko just replaced it with flowers. I'm not like a flower guy as much. Like, I think flowers augment what is there, but over here it's just more flowers, so it's way too much flower garden. But that's okay, because I'm not gonna play this game as much, so I'm kind of just letting her go to town and do whatever she wants, because I don't really care anymore, honestly speaking. I'm moving on to other things, right? I guess I'll show you guys her house one last time. I don't think it's changed much since we last saw it and visited, but she keeps slightly tweaking it. If she's not here to tell me about it, I don't really notice the differences. This is actually a completely different fridge, or a completely different kitchen. I still like it. She really does really good design with this. I like these walls, dude. I want them so bad. I don't know why she's got 2 sinks and like a tin garbage can, though. That's kind of disgusting, but but it's not my house. So anyways, we'll check out her other rooms real quick. We've kind of, you know, sometimes she'll get a recipe, sometimes I'll get a recipe, and then we give them to each other, just because we don't really get all of them be like just ourselves. It's between each other. This is actually nice. She got this Sahara wall. I'm kind of jelly because I haven't gotten, like, I'm kind of pissed, honestly. Anytime Sahara visits or the Nook shop, like, I haven't found any cool, like, wallpaper and flooring. I just keep seeing all the same stuff. Then again, I'm very specific with what I like, so. Ooh. Ooh. See, her washroom is, like, so much better than mine. I mean, I don't know if I like the walls, because it's kind of, like, weird. I don't know. It's okay. It still looks good. But it just kind of freaks me out, because it looks like old person wallpaper. I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm not saying you're doing old person wallpaper, babe. See what I mean, dude? This is exactly why I said I am pissed. Like, when did she get an animating floor? What? There's so many like animating floors, dude. I haven't even seen one. And now Mariko's got one. Like, okay. I mean, I've seen lots of people with them, but not necessarily us, right? Anyways, this is a very weird basement. Like, she kind of is making a music room too. She had, you know, great minds think alike. But I don't really understand this side. It's very strange. Not to mention it's all safety deposit boxes. Like, I guess in theory it's because of how rich we both are. I didn't show our money or anything like that, but I think Mariko's at like 5 mil, which is plenty for her, and I'm at 10 mil, which is way too much for me. Ooh. Ooh. This has got a nice feel. I haven't seen a room that would use the tatami very well. Yeah, this is... Leave it to my Japanese girlfriend to make an area that literally looks like a house that you would probably find in Japan. I mean, outside of like the big seashell table, but still, dude, this is... Yeah. Like, I can only emulate what I've seen, and she actually lived there, so yeah, this very much, like, this really reminds me of Japan. This has the same feel of it, like, yeah. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for us today, gamers. So hopefully you all enjoyed. I sincerely do. I know that we haven't had that many people watching the series, but that doesn't matter because those of you that have been watching have been enjoying it. So I hope that you'll understand my reasoning for moving on from this series, because I mean, we saw the credits. That's pretty much all there is to it. The new terraforming is awesome. It really is. The paths are cool and add a lot. Like, our world feels more like an actual proper island now. But as you can see, you could just keep going and going and going with it. And it's cool, but I don't know, like with the type of game that it is, it's like I'm pretty satisfied with everything that I've done with this game now. And in a lot of ways, I feel like I've beat it, you know? And I'm not just saying that because of KK. I'm saying in general, like I feel like I've done everything that I set out to do in this game. And then otherwise I'll hop on here and there just to play with Mariko, because I don't really care about playing it myself anymore. So thanks for watching. Smash like, sub for more, sign on, and stay epic, gamers.